Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening to Miss Mawa. My name is Muhammad Norfiqiri bin Hamid. Today I would like to talk about is the flat earth. Okay, this conflict is already happened at 17th century, a part of the campaign by Protestant against Catholic teaching. This happened when a Catholic teaching everybody the flat is earth, but this is very unacceptable according to the science, which is the scientists. So this conflict is happened till right now. Alright, the current issue will present or talk by my friend later. Okay, next I will talk about the argument. Okay, my argument about the flat earth is shadow and stick. Okay, can you imagine? I give you the explanation. Okay, two sticks at the earth, one I put at Johor and the second is I put at Kedah, for example. It's a north and south. Okay, can you imagine if the earth is flat, so the shadow is the same, but now we can see the shadow not same at the 2 points. This is because the earth is spherical. That's why when you put one stick at Johor and one stick at Kedah, for example, then you can see the shadow is totally different. That's why I tell to you the flat is spherical, not flat. Okay, the other point can argue my argument, which is shadow and stick. I told you already, the shadow is not same. This because the earth is spherical, but the other claim said the earth is flat, but the shadow not same. This is because the ground, the high ground and the lower ground. Okay, I give you example. One stick at the high ground and the second stick at the lower ground. So it's totally same as a different shadow. So that point can argue my point about the earth is spherical just because the shadow is not same. Alright, I hope you understand. Alright, so lastly, my conclusion is the earth is not flat, the earth is spherical. This is because I strongly agree that the earth is spherical because the shadow and stick is very acceptable according to science and is very proven. So, thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Al-Muntazar bin Lajimin. Today I will discuss about the current issue about flat earth. Malaysia was shocked by a nasyid artist, Suhaimi Saad, who questioned the earth shape. Suhaimi publicly challenged the country astronaut Dr. Sheikh Muzaffar Shukur and swear by the name of God, saying the earth was a sphere. He stated his question in his social media in Facebook. Next is the argument. The first argument is varying star constellation. When we go from the equator, the furthest star constellation towards the horizon to be replaced by different star. In some place, the number of star is not the same in any place. In my opinion, the counter argument varying star constellation is due to high and low position in the earth. For example, the people in the Johor see a small star compared to the people in the Kedah who saw a lot of stars. This is because the position low and high in the earth. In my argument conclusion, I believe that the earth is sphere. This is because the argument that we given is strongly support our stance. 3.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azim bin Abdullah. Today I would like to discuss about is the flat earth in the background, the issue. According to the rapper B.O.B, also known as Bobby Simpson, famous having the Twitter fight which physical, which Neil deGrasse Tyson over the whether the earth is round. Irvin Keith, who playing a basketball player for US, then made controversy when making a statement that the Earth is flat. He floated the notion that the question of whether Earth is round up the debate, saying they didn't know where the picture of the Earth space area.
3.
Lastly, homemade rocket launch pizza. In November, flat eater Mike Hughes announced plan to launch himself 1,800 feet above the major desert in a steam-powered rocket he made out the salvage part. His plan was to attempt to photograph the lack of curvature of the horizon to prove the Earth's flatness. The curvature of the horizon is subtle enough as to not visible until at least 35,000 feet. So unclear exactly what Hughes hoped to prove.
3.
Okay, now we discuss about the argument. Okay, my first argument is the lunar eclipse. Okay, the shadow at the moon is the Earth and is a great clue about the spherical shape of the Earth. Since the Earth is rotate, the consistent oval shadow is produced in each and every lunar eclipse, proof that the Earth is not only round but spherical absolutely, utterly beyond a shadow of dot of flat.
3.
Okay, there is other point can argue my argument. That is, we counter the first argument about lunar eclipse is the shadow in the moon cast on the Earth has to be bigger than the moon itself. Why? A few flat eaters tested their hypothesis by turning on the flashlight and shining it at a quarter against the wall. They found that if they moved the quarter closer or farther from the wall of the shadow, was always bigger than the quarter itself.
And 3.
For my conclusion is this is important for our community to understand real facts in the science about the shape of Earth, which is the facts show the Earth is spherical. In addition, flat eaters stand and believe this theory strongly, just only with their philosophy and experiment.
3.
That's all. Thank you from I and my girl.